Okay, so this one it asks us, it gives us a function, and it says plot the x-intercepts, the y-intercept, the vertex, and the axis of symmetry. All right, so what do you take a guess as to what we're going to do? We're going to graph it. So clear out, go to y equals, clear this out. We're going to hit x squared. Oops, wrong button. So, well, I better clear that out. Going to hit x squared. Oh, what was the equation? Minus 6x, because I'm subtracting 6x, plus 5. I'm going to hit graph. Hey, what do you know? It's a pretty decent graph, right? So now I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Wait, let me go back. I think you guys need to see the examples. So let me take a screenshot of that. Let's put that right here. And then let's take a screenshot of this. Oh, wait, I got to graph it first. So we got this graph here. I'm going to make this a little bigger. What were we asked to find? The x-intercept. So where does it cross the x-axis? Well, it looks like it crosses at 1, right? So we're going to do the x-intercepts first. So it looks like it crosses at 1, 0. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that makes sense because 1 times 5 equals 5, right? 5 kind of 5, 0. Those are the x-intercepts. The y-intercept is also going to be 5 because that's the c term, right? If it's written in standard form, remember that the standard form, if it's written in standard form, we have ax squared plus bx plus c. This plus c is always the y-intercept. So if I count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the y-intercept, which occurs at 0, 5. Next, we got to do the vertex. Now, the vertex, the line of symmetry on this one's pretty easy. If I go over 1 unit this way, then I got to go over 1 unit this way. If I go over 1 unit this way, then I got to go, it's 3, right? You guys see that? It's just 3. So my axis of symmetry is 3. And I'm going to write that down. Axis of symmetry, x equals 3. I'm also going to jot down so you guys can see that this is the x-intercept. And this is the x-intercept. And then this one is the y-intercept because it's crossing the x and y axis. And just for fun, I'm going to label the x and y axis. You guys should be writing all this down as well. So that's the y-axis. This is the x-axis. And then lastly, we're asked to plot the vertex. So the vertex is going to occur right here. Now it looks like I know the vertex is going to be 3 comma, it looks like you go down 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 4 or 5, but one way that I could double check and make sure and know for sure is I can go into my graphing calculator and I can hit trace. So if you guys hit trace and enter in 3, it says -4, right? Now, another thing you could do is you could find the table of values by hitting second graph and then just scrolling down to x equals 3. And I'll take a screenshot of that. So we'll just plug this information in over here. So what does that tell me? That tells me all the stuff that I need to know, right? First of all, my vertex is 3, -4. So I'll write that over here. That's the vertex. And if we look at these table of values, whatever I write down, I want you guys to write down. I'll give you time to write it down, but it's important. This is the vertex. Okay. Then my X-intercepts occur when y equals 0, but that occurs when x equals 1, y equals 0, so that's an X-intercept. Y equals 0 again when x equals 5, so that's another X-intercept. My Y-intercept occurs when x equals 0, so that's the Y-intercept. I think that's basically it. And we know that the line of symmetry goes through the x value of the vertex. So this is the axis of symmetry. Okay. And lastly, in case you didn't understand this, this is the x value and this is the y value. And remember that the y value sometimes is written as f of x. It's just letting you know that the y value comes from a function of x. So let me zoom out on that, and I'll give you guys a chance to write all that down. It's a lot of stuff. And there's the function.